It goes without saying that the popular business television show Shark Tank is a fun and educational way to see how investors think. Well, our sponsor, the Another Bite podcast, is here each week to delve deeper into Shark Tank episodes, helping entrepreneurs like you by offering their own unique thoughts, spin-off companies, critiques, and even talking with some of the folks who pitch to the sharks and live to tell the tale. From squatty potties to mensch on a bench, and even that weird golf club you use as a toilet, which has definitely been my favorite episode so far. I do highly recommend that one. Another Bite takes a fresh look at some of your favorite episodes and answers what these entrepreneurs are up to now. It's an amazing show for getting a more in-depth look at how businesses are built. And no matter where you are in your journey of work or business ownership, you can be sure you'll walk away with a fresh perspective. So listen to Another Bite, brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network, wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by Vital Farms. Isn't it bullshit to have to question where your food comes from? At Vital Farms, you can trace your pasture-raised eggs all the way back to the source, the pasture. On the side of each pasture-raised carton of eggs, you'll find the name of the farm where your eggs were laid. And when you look the farm up on their website, you'll get a peek at all the sunshine, fresh air, and open space the hens enjoy. Learn more and find out where to buy them at vitalfarms.com. Vital Farms, keeping it bullshit-free.
This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1178. One Decision Separates the Wealthy from the Non-Wealthy, Part 1, by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. And welcome back to Optimal Work Daily. I am Dan, and if you're new here, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about what we do. We find the very best blogs that we can on all sorts of topics related to work and productivity. We get permission from the authors to share them right here. And then I read them to you every single day, and that includes weekends and holidays. And sometimes we have longer posts that we find, and we break those into two parts. So today I have part 1 of this post from Benjamin Hardy, and I'll finish it up tomorrow for you. But for now, let's get right to part 1 and start optimizing your life. One Decision Separates the Wealthy from the Non-Wealthy, Part 1, by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. Quote, "Courage can be developed, but it cannot be nurtured in an environment that eliminates all risks, all difficulties, all dangers. It takes considerable courage to work in an environment in which one is compensated according to one's performance. Most affluent people have courage. What evidence supports this statement? Most affluent people in America are either business owners or employees who are paid on an incentive basis." End quote. Dr. Thomas Stanley. The problem with most people's lives is that they're being shielded from the consequences of their behavior. There's little to no accountability. The fastest way to make success inevitable in your life is to only do the work that is incentive-based. Only do that which you are rewarded and punished for the quality of your work. Everything you do needs to matter to the outcomes, consequences, and results you get in life. So what is the decision? The decision is to take complete ownership of every decision in your life. And how you do that is by only doing things in which you are compensated based on performance. This goes completely against the norms in society. It goes against public education, which shields people from progressing at their own rates. It goes against most job structures, wherein a person is paid an hourly rate or salary. If you want to make dramatic strides forward, you must only work in environments where the consequences of your actions are immediate and real. You need to be demanded by your situation to come up with a result. This article will show you how. Are you a part of the results economy? Founder of the exclusive entrepreneurial coaching platform Strategic Coach, Dan Sullivan, distinguishes between those who are in the time and effort economy with those who are in the results economy. If you're in the time and effort economy, you are so focused on being busy. You actually believe the amount of time and energy you put into something merits praise. Those who are focused on being busy are protected in some way from the consequences of their actions. They're not being forced by necessity to come up with a solution. Chances are they are an employee. They are part of a bureaucracy, and they're striving to follow rules rather than break them. Conversely, when you are in the results economy, you are only focused on achieving a specific result. You are focused on results because if you don't get the result, there will be consequences to pay for you and others. You're not worried about your reputation. You're not worried about following the rules of ridiculous systems which are seeking to make you their slave anyways. Dr. Thomas Stanley found in his research that those who are paid based on results are most courageous and also the most wealthy. You actually have to take risks. You can't be sheltered from the consequences of your behavior, and you certainly can't be a part of a system which supports busyness to maintain the status quo. Hence, Dan Sullivan says, quote, entrepreneurs have crossed the risk line from the time and effort economy to the results economy. For them, there's no guaranteed income, no one writing them a paycheck every 2 weeks. They live by their ability to generate opportunity by creating value for their clientele. Sometimes they and you will put in a lot of time and effort and get no result. Other times, they don't put in much time and effort and get a big result. The focus for entrepreneurs always has to be on results, or there's no revenue coming in. If you work for an entrepreneur, guess what? This is true for you too. Though you probably have a guaranteed income, it's important to understand that the business you work in exists inside the results economy, even if you're sheltered somewhat from seeing that. I say this not to make you feel insecure, but to show you how to succeed in this environment by maximizing your results while minimizing the time and effort it takes to get them. End quote. Flow triggers and forcing functions. Flow is a mental state where you're completely absorbed in what you're doing. You're totally engaged, no distractions. In such a state, time slows down and you begin operating at higher and more subconscious levels. One of the primary flow triggers is immediate feedback. Hence, in extreme sports where the possibility of injury is high, flow is a regular experience. If you don't land that trick, you could be in the hospital. Immediate feedback. If you want more flow in your life, you need to get faster and harder feedback for your behavior. You need to feel the consequences of your performance. You need to be in the results economy, not the time and effort economy. In fact, one of the ways to produce more flow in your life is by creating much, much shorter timelines. Give yourself only 60 minutes to write the article, and then, once the timer goes off, push publish regardless of what you came up with. Tell your partner or advisor that you'll have your work to them far sooner than they expect. Make your goals public with public deadlines. To be continued. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, One Decision Separates the Wealthy from the Non-Wealthy by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. Your business is buried in manual work, taking forever to close the books. If this is you, consider 3 numbers: 37,000, 25, 1. 37,000. That's the number of businesses which have upgraded to NetSuite by Oracle. 25. NetSuite turns 25 this year. That's 25 years of helping businesses do more with less, close their books in days, not weeks, and drive down costs. 1, because your business is one of a kind, so you get a customized solution for all of your KPIs in one efficient system with one source of truth. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, and improve margins. NetSuite is giving you the power of having all your information in one place, helping you to make better, more driven decisions as a business owner. Everything you need to grow, all in one place. And you really can't put a price on the power and efficiency that comes with having all of your processes streamlined like this. This is truly an unprecedented offer. Right now, download NetSuite's popular KPI checklist, designed to give you consistently excellent performance, absolutely free at netsuite.com/startup. That's netsuite.com/startup to get your own KPI checklist. netsuite.com/startup. You want consistency and quality, but you also want variety and freshness. If you run a business, you want it all. With nuts.com, you can get so many different delicious snacks and ingredients and know that they will consistently exceed your expectations. Nuts.com is your one-stop shop for the highest quality foods for business. They offer delicious office snacks, corporate gifts, and wholesale ingredients. And over 50,000 companies choose Nuts.com for their business needs, from offices to hotels to restaurants and retail stores. And we've even loved their product as remote workers. Nuts.com has sent us plenty of snacks that keep us energized and focused so we can deliver the best work that we can. Nuts.com makes ordering for your business quick and easy. Right now, Nuts.com is offering new business customers a free gift with purchase and free shipping on orders of $125 or more at nuts.com/OWD. So go check out all the delicious options at nuts.com/OWD. You'll get that free gift and free shipping when you spend $125 or more. That's nuts.com/OWD. And thank you to Benjamin, who is an organizational psychologist and the best-selling author of Willpower Doesn't Work and Personality Isn't Permanent. His blogs have been read by over 100 million people and are featured on Harvard Business Review, The New York Times, Forbes, Fortune, CNBC, and many others. He's a regular contributor to Inc. and Psychology Today, and from 2015 to 2018, he was the #1 writer in the world on Medium.com. He and his wife, Lauren, adopted 3 children through the foster system in February 2018, and just a month later, Lauren became pregnant with twins who were born in December of that year. So you can come by benjaminhardy.com for a lot more, and again, a big thank you to Benjamin for letting us share this today. So that does it for this episode, but not for the post, because we've got part 2 coming up tomorrow, and that is where your optimal life awaits.